This is John down here in Florida. We're about 3/4 of an inch from the sun. And this is my Tanuki or badger. And the first time I did a video of this, I took the ugliest plant I could find that had no other use and then tied it onto this dead wood to make what the Japanese call a badger. Now it's been about a year, so all the raffia is starting to rot off, and I wanted to make the attachments more permanent, and I've already done one here. You can see I drilled a hole and put a screw in there, kind of semi-permanently attaching these two together, which is good because the tree has root structure and the dead wood, of course, doesn't. So this will make it a lot more stable. And I'm just going to demo one or two of these and kind of let you know what the process I'm going through. Looking for a good one. If it's too thin, I'll keep it if it's too thin, I'll just keep tying it with raffia. But I think perhaps this might be a good one right here. So what I'll do is I've got a very tiny bit somewhere on the order of 3/32. It's a regular portable drill. And the hardest part's getting the hole started in the new branch, especially if you're by yourself. I've got Chief the Wonder Dog out here, but he's not much help for holding things. All right, obviously, like a rubber band, you have to start as low as possible. So I'm going to try and bring this branch right here and put it in there, because if I started up here, then I'd have slack back here. So I want to get it as tight as I can against this. So I'm going to try right there. It's kind of small, but I think I can do it. So I'll push it in the place I want it. Let's go right here. And I found out last night, go ahead and drill into go ahead and drill all the way into the dead wood. Now, I've made this hole, and it won't hurt the tree as long as there's cambium on both sides. So as long as I don't cut all the way through it, everything will be fine. I'm using number 4 3/4 inch wood screws. They're also gold colored, which helps you to find them. Most of these will stay in here permanently. But I'm going to go ahead and just hand screw this in. I don't want to use the drill on this bit. Trying not to split the branch if possible. And there's all the way through. And press it up against the hole. It didn't. Gotta hit the hole. Gotta put it in the hole before it'll screw in tight. Quite a bit of hardness difference between the live branch and the dead wood, so you have to be careful not to go too tight. And there it is. So now I'm beginning to just attach this branch permanently here, or semi-permanently, working from the bottom up. So what I did yesterday, I think I'm going to go ahead and push this in here and try to get another one through it, even though it's kind of small. But I think I can do it. I think I can. Good. Take a little. So the idea is to take dead wood and live wood and combine them in a manner that artistically looks like a much older tree. Okay, that branch is doing good. Now these are too small, but I'm just going to go ahead and tie them back in place. Maybe I could, yeah, it's just a little too small there. This one goes out by itself. Looking in here at the interior, I got that covered. So I guess the rest of it's going to be just tying. So let me get my bag of raffia and demo that real quick. You can get this material at any hardware store, bonsai store. You don't have to have the real expensive kind. You can get the cheap kind from the fabric store. It works just as good. So I'm just going to attach this branch up here and kind of start training it to hold in place. Haven't done much cleaning or other work on this tree other than take the weeds and stuff out of it, clean it up a little bit, get all the dead leaves out of it. But yeah, I think I want this to go on this side. Come over. So to give that branch right there kind of a life coming off the end like that. And that is the whole process. Just screwing in the bigger branches, taking out the dead, attaching the smaller branches. 2 or 3 more years, I'll have something really nice here. I've also I've been treating the deadwood with wood hardener and lime sulfur. I heat treated it earlier on. That'll hold. Okay. This one is going out the top here. And I'll try a piece. Put it back like I had it. So I want to have this ready about another year from now. I want to have it moved into a bonsai pot and cleaned up and refined a little more on the wood. Okay. Let's see, how do I want to do this? I think this piece right here will go nicely. Yeah. Put a long enough piece of raffia. Okay. Got it around there. Okay. Sum it up. Only put a couple more pieces on here. All right. To bring this up good and tight. Okay. I don't really want this piece to turn up. I want it to keep parallel in the branch for a while so it gets closer to the end. So I'll go ahead and give it a quick tie down too. Okay, now it's rolled around. Don't see any other branches that are big enough to really screw in there. So this is probably, like I said, I took the ugliest tree I could find that I couldn't do anything else with because it had this deformed trunk. Stuck it in with this deadwood, and now I'm starting to attach it semi-permanently. And this will probably be the front of the tree somewhere in here. And you'll have this, piece of wood that forms off to the left. Good back branches going up two ways. It's going to take a lot more work, but we'll get there in time. So I got to do one more thing. Take a little bit of this wound paste here and just go ahead and kind of seal this up a little bit. Keep the bugs out. Let it heal a little better. This is a little bit better than the liquid for sealing it up completely. All right, take care of those two. And just ugly. Couldn't do anything with it. And put a little more paste right here on this one. All right. See what we got here. All right. Now, all right. And since I've got this out, I'm going to go ahead and work on ramification a little bit. Just prune these tips a bit. They've been growing long. I haven't really messed with this plant in a while. Okay. Just tip it down and this will help it thicken up a little bit. If you cut them, they'll go brown. So it's always best to pull them. Sometimes these ones will stick you a little bit. So if you got sensitive hands, you might want to wear gloves. And this is a Parsonius juniper that just came from the regular nursery. Nothing special. All right. And that, my friends, will conclude this for today.